Today, the two best chefs from Wales, Tom and Howell, are battling out for a place in the national finals. The judges are in for a treat. We've got giants and dragons and pirate ships, as well as golden eggs and a Paddington Bear stare. Some of Wales's most talented chefs have been battling to win a coveted place at the prestigious Great British Menu banquet.
That looks lovely.
I thought this was an outstanding plate of food.
Which this year will celebrate British children's literature.
There we go. We're all going to wear pirate hats.
Now it's Judgment Day.
Coming out all guns blazing.
With two incredible chefs going head-to-head, but only one can go through to represent Wales at the finals.
Got a bit of a sweat on.
Newport-born Tom Phillips, head chef at a Michelin-starred London restaurant Story.
Been pushing myself all week, and I'm definitely going to be pushing myself today.
And Howell Griffiths.
Yeah, let's go.
Chef patron at the Beach House on the Gower Peninsula, and also proud holder of a Michelin star.
Representing Wales as a patriotic Welshman is as good as it gets.
Tom finished the week in first place.
I'm scoring you a 10.
But today the slate is wiped clean.
I'm a bit worried about it coming apart.
And they'll cook their dishes inspired by Welsh stories and authors again for our three exacting judges and an award-winning actor.
I'm hoping it might actually make them laugh.
Have they ever laughed?
But with 4 new palates to please, everything can change in the judges' chamber.
It's a catastrophe.
I find this quite sort of dreamy.
And only one chef can make it to the finals.
The chef representing Wales is...
Tom's technical dishes were scored highly by veteran Lisa Goodwin-Allen, and he finished 4 points ahead of his rival. He's crossing knives with Howell, whose scores fluctuated across his menu, but he received a high 9 for his starter.
Ready for the judges?
It's a big day, huh?
Let's do it for Wales, huh? Let's go.
Let's go.
Deciding which of the two chefs will make it through to the national final are Oliver Payton, a restaurateur, food critic Matthew Fort, and food broadcaster Andy Oliver.
We're going to have a few problems today with pronunciation. Perhaps you'd like to do the first of the starters, would you?
The legend of somewhere.
Well,
Help if
Hello,
it can.
judges.
How's your Welsh pronunciation?
After
Susan?
this week, incredible.
Second one then. The legend of
Truk Troith.
Chick Truth.
I tell you, you've got a treat in store for you.
Have we?
Incredible chefs, but they have changed the dishes. Some
That's
of the
good.
dishes.
I think we're going to see a lot of very quintessential Welsh ingredients from both of these chefs.
Absolutely.
Wales is one of those areas where the produce have just gone, you know, stratospheric in terms of quality.
I think we're on for a brilliant day's eating.
Palpable excitement.
The two chefs will present their entire menu, including 2 new courses, taking inspiration from children's literature with a link to Wales. All their courses will be tasted blind and judged on flavour and their link to the brief. Hi, chefs.
Good morning.
Hello.
Congratulations once again for getting through to cook for the judges. I've just been in to see them. They are rambunctious, trepidatious, and almost in a good mood.
The best possible scenario, I think.
Your guest judge is on their way.
OK.
So I need your amuse-bouche soon. OK?
Yes.
Get
No
amuse-bouche
problem.
in. I love the way you wink at me, Howell. I love it. I love it. Tom's amuse-bouche, or appetiser, was veteran Lisa's favourite, a cheese and potato rarebit served with truffle in a pastry case. For his amuse-bouche, Howell is also serving truffle with diced leek and potato, topped with leek puree and potato espuma. Today's guest judge is no stranger to the world of fantasy, an actor who starred in Game of Thrones and Doctor Who, but is perhaps best known for his role as the ill-tempered Argus Filch in the Harry Potter film series, actor David Bradley.
Hello.
Hi there, welcome, David.
Thank you.
This is your perch, my dear, for the
Right.
entire proceedings. Have a seat there.
Thank you.
I think today might be the only day that we haven't had a Hogwarts...
Oh, we haven't had a Hogwarts reference, it's true.
One of the things about Harry Potter is the fact that food plays an enormous part.
Yes.
These huge feasts. Were you aware of the books before you got cast?
In 1999, the kids were reading the first book. I think it was my daughter who said, "Oh, Dad, they're going to make a film of it. She said, get your agent onto this.
Brilliant.
And then as each book came out, I would make sure my kids went down to the local bookshop to flip through the book to see if Filch was still alive.
So you still had a job.
So they would come back and say, yep, Dad, you're still in another film.
They look absolutely brilliant.
While the chefs crack on with cooking their starter courses, the judges will taste their amuse-bouches.
Well done, chefs. I'll take them through to the judges now.
The scores for these will only come into play should there be a tie-break situation later.
Hello.
Hello.
David, how nice to see you.
Thank you.
The chefs are excited, focused, so please enjoy your amuse-bouche.
The judges won't know which chef cooked each dish, so they'll be judged purely on taste. First, Tom's truffle Welsh rarebit tart.
It's yummy.
It's got a lovely little after-tang.
It's waking up your taste buds.
And a great size, that just one little mouthful to pop in.
Yeah, the trouble is I want another little mouthful now.
Next, Howell's leek potato and Welsh truffle.
I think this is also very nice. I think the only problem with it is a bit big.
A lot of different things going on.
Happening, isn't
Which
there?
I really like.
There's some pretty refined technique.
It's very Welsh. It's a little introduction to Wales.
In the kitchen, Howell is first to plate with his starter based on a story with a porcine lead character from Welsh mythology. So the judges can appreciate his inspiration, he's provided a précis of the legend.
Top choice is a cursed wild boar with poisonous bristles and carries a pair of scissors, a comb and a razor on his head between his ears.
It stars braised pig's cheek, served with onion 3 ways, lardo and pear. Veteran Lisa loved the dish, which just fell short of a perfect score.
Howell, Lisa's main criticism of this dish was it's too small.
Yeah.
Are you changing anything?
No.
Nothing.
I'm going to stick to my guns on this one.
Staying true to his original dish, Howell plates 1 pig's cheek onto the onion puree.
Good glaze.
Tops with lardo and pickled pear. He finishes with shallot rings. To complete his presentation, smoke and cloches.
Looks beautiful, Howell. Really does.
Decorated with shears as featured in the Welsh legend the dish is based on.
There we are, down in the misty valley.
I find this quite sort of dreamy. That mist coming out of the cloche.
Happy, Howell?
Yes, feeling good?
Better than the first time?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Oh, it's just absolutely delicious. Very cheeky.
Cheeky little number.
Yeah.
It's quite substantial for a first course. Hurling down a chain-mailed gauntlet.
Oh, come
rather
on.
than a glove.
Oh, come on. What's happened to you,
That's
old
okay.
man? I think it's a great dish. I really love this. I can see this at the banquet.
Tom's starter pays tribute to the giants of Welsh folklore. It's a refined twist on the traditional Welsh cowl and champions lamb tongue.
I always thought that giants ate humans. Fee, fi, fo, I smell the blood of an Englishman.
And sheep.
Or Welshman.
In her scoring, Lisa commented that Tom's burnt carrot puree was lost in the dish.
Just going to leave that carrot puree off. I don't want to be putting more of it on the plate, so I think I might end up clouding my consommé.
Chef, you have 1 minute till you're due at the pass. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Onto a base of finely diced vegetables, Tom places domes of lamb tongue and neck, glazed with a veal stock, then tops with a fried tuile. He serves with a lamb consommé.
Service, please.
Oh,
Oh, that's pretty.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's your lamb broth. Here we are, pushing our way through the Welsh underbrush once again and stumbling across this little pool in the forest.
Happy?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Good, good.
One down,
Yeah?
several more to go.
It is remarkably light, sort of fresh.
I think it's quite a feat to have this many ingredients, to have it light, and there's a real clarity to it.
It's very chefy, isn't it? I
Yeah.
think it demands a lot of attention. I don't think it really hits the brief.
I think it's right on brief. I think you're talking absolute nonsense.
I would find it really tough to choose between the two, to be honest.
Next, the fish course, and Howell is first to walk the plank with his Recipes of a Gourmet Pirate, based on the stories of a Welsh author, Claire Fairs. It scored a 7 earlier in the week.
So are you changing anything about this fish course?
Making the octopus slightly bigger.
Yep.
I've dropped the chicken wing. I'm going to do a crispy cod nugget to go in the chest. Yeah, that's it.
You're going to get more than a 7 for this course?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Based on the book The Accidental Pirate, the main characters go on a pirate ship and eat barbecued octopus.
But in the kitchen, it isn't plain sailing for Howell.
I'm not happy with it. I'm a bit worried about the exterior of it coming apart and sticking to the barbecue.
With the clock ticking, Howell must serve his octopus as it is.
Howell, you've got 2 minutes.
Onto a pirate ship presentation plate goes cauliflower puree, topped with octopus. Next, roasted cauliflower and kimchi emulsion.
Yeah, let's go.
Finally, into treasure chests, a bounty of the new battered cod.
Off we go, please.
Okay.
As somebody say, shiver me timbers as we go in.
Shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers. 15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho.
And a bottle of rum.
I'm hoping them turning up with pirates hat might actually make them laugh.
Have they ever laughed?
Oh.
Prop central.
There's a lot of prop.
The octopus is cooked perfectly well. The cod cheeks are nice, but essentially it's a pretty standard restaurant dish, isn't it?
It's a dull dish.
I'm not used to eating octopus. For me, it's got other little tastes going on, which I like.
You're a generous man.
Tom's fish dish is a lobster cocktail served in a tomato consommé. It's inspired by Tom's personal connection to the book The Vicar of Nibbleswick by Welsh-born author Roald Dahl.
Growing up with dyslexia, I found a lot of comfort and enjoyment from this book, where Dahl has written about a vicar with back-to-front dyslexia. Hence the title of the dish, Retsball Liatcock, cocktail lobster backwards.
Tom, now Michael gave you an 8. One of his main points was the story behind this dish didn't quite came through, so you're changing the presentation of the dish.
No, I'm not changing anything in the presentation. It's a bit tight on time to be making any drastic changes with it now.
Okay.
With nothing extra to connect the dish to the brief, Tom's confident his food will do the talking. He places lobster tail onto lobster claw cocktail, arranges egg pearls, then pours in the tomato consommé.
Carry them very, very, very delicately, please, service. Thank you.
Everybody loves a bit of Roald Dahl, don't they?
And a lobster cocktail.
And a lobster cocktail.
Winning combination.
I think there's an awful lot of effort gone into this dish. The problem is the seasoning isn't correct. It's too flat.
Really underwhelming, this plate of food. The consommé is the most disappointing part.
Looks to me like straight off a menu. I see no connection between this and the brief, actually.
Halfway, chefs. How are you feeling at this point, Tom?
I'm just looking forward to carrying on now, getting the main course done.
Yep. Howell,
I'm happy.
main course next. Let's get going.
Yeah, let's go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So were you a big reader when you were young?
Yeah, I grew up on comics, really.
Right.
Dandy, Beano, Eagle, Dan Dare, and all that.
Yes.
Did you read to your children?
Oh, yes, and now I read to my grandchildren. They're into Peppa Pig, but it doesn't give me much scope to be hammy, you know. Whereas something like the Gruffalo...
What's your Gruffalo voice, then?
Well, sorry, it's a bit alarming, really.
Tom will be first to serve the main course. He's making guinea fowl reimagined as dragon meat in tribute to the legend of Wales's Red Dragon.
Dry goch. What do you think of the pronunciation?
Well, marvellous. I understood every word.
After sous videing the guinea fowl, Tom has his work cut out transforming them into dragons.
How you getting on, Tom? You all right?
Mate, whoever thought putting 58 pieces of almond on a guinea fowl was a good idea is a bloody idiot.
Lisa marked the dish down for again, failing to clearly connect with the brief, something Tom is hoping to rectify by serving it with the Welsh flag, along with another tweak.
There's going to be a lot more mash on the plate.
What, 60% butter?
Yeah, something like that.
If you say it's 60% butter, Tom, I want to bathe in it.
Having spent so long scaling his guinea fowl, Tom must now rush if he's to deliver his plate to the judges on time.
You've got 1 minute, Tom.
Yeah.
1 minute.
I need that minute.
Alongside potato terrine, he pipes potato puree, then tops with charred pepper. Next, his guinea fowl's centrepiece.
Do you want me to get down your tiny Welsh flags just now, Tom?
Yes, please.
The dish is finished with a red pepper sauce.
Well done, Tom. Well done.
I'm sorry, that is a hedgehog, not a fire-breathing Welsh dragon.
Doesn't it remind you of the Game of Thrones dragon? No, they were quite scaly.
OK?
Yep, good. Happy. Got a bit of a sweat on.
Well, this guinea fowl is not cooked.
Maybe he's trying to get off the judges.
Whoever cooked this has had an absolute nightmare. The guinea fowl's not cooked, the terrine's not cooked. They've got so obsessed with making that look like a dragon that they've forgotten about cooking. It's a disaster, I would say.
It's a catastrophe.
Next, it's Howell with his main course. Determined to bag a better score than the 6 he received from Lisa earlier in the week, he's made a big change.
Lisa's main criticism, the pie was too small.
Yeah, I'm making a big pie. Not practiced it, just going for it.
I like that, just going for it, yes. Not made the pie before, I'm just making the pie. It's pie danger zone, Howell, I love it.
Your character in Harry Potter, he's quite the chap. And your character in Game of Thrones, he's not the sweetest guy on the planet either, is he?
When it comes to it, he's a family man, you know.
Yes, such a family.
He's got about 35 kids to marry on, you know. And if someone lets him down after promising to marry his daughter, then, you know, it's understandably a bit miffed and action has to be taken.
Howell's main is a medieval banquet, nothing like the Red Wedding, by the way, celebrating the legend of King Arthur.
It is said that King Arthur's stone is located on the Gower Peninsula. I know the Gower Peninsula, it's beautiful there.
Let's have a feast.
I love a banquety, royal-sounding dish.
Yes,
it sounds
yes.
great.
So this is completely different now, then?
It is, but who knows what it looks like inside.
Howell adds confit duck leg, then decorates with peacock feathers in a nod to the peacock traditionally served at medieval banquets. Into wooden bowls, turnips, tarragon carrots and potatoes, this time roasted in duck fat, following Lisa's advice.
Nice. If you could give me a box of them roast potatoes to go, I'd be very happy. Thank you.
To complete his presentation, goblets of mead and jugs of duck sauce with sherry vinegar and mead hidden inside a sword in the stone prop.
Oh.
David, I think you should come and draw the sword.
That's too much power for Matthew
Now we'll
Ford.
see.
Yay! Fantastic.
Well done, Howell. How does that feel?
I've no idea, because I don't know what it looks like inside.
I tell you who might enjoy that, because the guest judge today is a wonderful actor called David Bradley, who was in Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, very medieval, sword in the stone type thing. So maybe that'll go down well. We'll see what happens.
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
It's an acquired taste, Mead.
It's a proper pie, isn't it? There is a real feeling of sort of banquet about this dish.
Yeah, the pageantry around it was quite a lot of fun. Well, I mean, in the end...
Yes.
It's like a sort of nice carvery.
If you went to a carvery on Tudor night...
If I was invited to a medieval banquet, I would think a real treat. It's my kind of food.
Main course is done. Are you both happy?
Yeah.
Yeah? OK. We're moving on to the sweet part of the menu now. You've done brilliantly. Carry on, chefs. Carry on.
First, it's the pre-dessert, a palate cleanser between the savoury and sweet courses of a meal, and an extra opportunity for the chefs to show off their pastry skills.
In 4 minutes, I need 4 pre-desserts on this tray for me.
Yes, chef.
I love it.
Tom's serving a set custard with rhubarb 3 ways, poached as a consommé and a sorbet. Lisa ranked this her favourite pre-dessert.
1 minute, chefs. 1 minute.
Wait.
Howell's is a mixed citrus compote and candied citrus peel, topped with a white chocolate and cream espuma, which Lisa liked the least.
Thanks, chefs. I'll take it through to the judges right now, OK? Thank you. Hi.
Pre-pudding pudding.
It's the pre-pudding pudding.
Oh.
They are melting, so dive in as quickly as possible.
We will.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Enjoy.
First up, Tom's rhubarb and custard.
It's a bit of an eyeful, isn't it?
Touch of the hospitals. What do you think about this, David?
Well, it's like the dentist said, your teeth are OK, but your gums will have to come out.
This is not the most exciting pre-pudding pudding. It's quite fresh.
It's quite fresh, it's quite clean, it does what rhubarb does.
Then Howell's citrus and white chocolate.
I think it's a bit rich for a pre-dessert.
I'm not knocked out by...
Either of them.
Back in the kitchen, and the chefs are onto their final dish.
Everything's right in now on the dessert. Do you think you've done enough to impress?
I'd like to think that I've done enough, yes.
Tom's technical dessert is inspired by his favourite childhood storybooks and is a tribute to Paddington Bear's marmalade sandwich.
You got big 10
I did.
for your Paddington Bear marmalade sandwich. Yeah. Are you making any changes?
None whatsoever.
I mean, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Paddington Bear's marmalade sandwich.
I really like the idea of a set marmalade sandwich.
What's it say underneath?
It says potential for disaster, hazard.
Just because I got a 10 off Lisa doesn't mean that I could just do exactly the same and get another 10, so I've just tried to make sure everything's spot on.
Tom layers pan perdue and set marmalade and places onto a vanilla sablé base, then adds orange puree and crumbled sablé. He pipes mascarpone cream onto cardamom parfait with an orange glaze, which yesterday didn't set as well as he would have liked.
You happy with the parfait today?
Yeah, it's a lot better now.
Yeah.
The glaze is how I want it, nice and vibrant.
Finally, a creme fraiche sorbet. And just like Paddington, Tom hides his marmalade sandwich dessert under a hat.
Oh.
Ah, thank you very much indeed. I do like a hat.
It doesn't fit on my head.
Good job, Matt. Well done.
Well done, Tom.
Thank you.
It looked spectacular. Better than the first time?
Just as good, yeah, just as good.
Great.
For that, yeah. For sure.
Great.
It's all neat, trim, precise, just a bit bloodless.
It feels strange, you know, judging something while looking utterly stupid, so... But I was expecting a bit more marmalade.
I think the chef here is trying too hard.
Paddington Bear is a wonderful creation. It's huge fun. It makes you smile. There's no humour about this dish. It's all a bit well-behaved. It's neat and tidy.
Howell will serve the last dish of the day. His Willy Wonka golden egg features duck egg custard with a classic pairing of rhubarb. As with his fish and main, Howell once more is taking a risk, with big changes in a bid to improve on Lisa's score of 8.
This is the golden egg Willy Wonka, inspired by the part where a goose lays a golden egg.
I look forward to an egg.
Lisa had a few suggestions. Are you going to take account of them?
Yes, so I've dropped the cardamom ice cream.
Right.
I've gone for blueberry sorbet, lighten the dish a little bit. And I'm just going to do little pieces of milk chocolate Aero to sit in the candy floss as well.
So some aerated chocolate in
Exactly,
there.
yes. I'm hoping all them little tweaks will definitely elevate my 8.
But Howell's bold last-minute changes are proving challenging.
So the sorbet's made. I hope the blast chiller was going to chill it quick enough. It's not, so I'm putting it in the carbigiani and hopefully it'll be ready. Otherwise, no sorbet.
And distracting him from perfectly executing other elements of his dish.
How you getting on, Hal?
I just checked rhubarb, not happy with it. trying to chill the sorbet at the same time.
Yeah.
And just over-timed the rhubarb a little bit.
You're just doing
The
it again?
rhubarb, yeah, I'd be silly not to make it again.
Very aerated.
Exactly what the dish needs, I think.
Onto his duck egg custard, Howell scatters oat crumble, the second batch of poached rhubarb, rhubarb gel, and the now successfully set blueberry sorbet. To capture some childlike fun, he adds candy floss with gold leaf. Then tops with crystallised violet petals, dried blueberries, and the new aerated chocolate.
Putting the popping candy on again.
Absolutely.
It's hidden inside a golden egg and served with a rhubarb soup.
Looks really stunning, Howell.
Away we go, please.
Oh, look.
Here's a golden egg.
Ooh.
Hey.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, it's a nice noise.
there's a little firework display going on in there.
That's it. It's
I
all
know,
done.
I
It's
know.
all done. It's all done.
What a week.
What a week, mate.
How does that feel?
Good. I'm happy with it.
We both left it all in the kitchen, you know. It's just,
You did.
Yeah.
couldn't do any more than
You
what
did.
we've done.
It's been a
I
pleasure
agree.
watching you all cook.
This is good fun.
Popping like mad in my ears. I quite like it.
It is. And I think that is a particularly delicious custard.
It's an embarrassment of riches. I love it.
This, to me, is probably dish of the day in terms of the brief.
Talk about finishing on a high. It's a really inventive concoction.
It is really on the brief, isn't it?
Yeah.
It ties completely to Willy Wonka in an easy way. It's not forced into it,
No,
and then
no,
it's just
no.
a bowl of fun.
All 6 courses tasted, the judges now score each dish.
Whoever's going to go through, let's just hope one of us flies that flag
Yeah.
at the banquet for Wales.
Yeah.
Hi, chefs.
Hello.
The judges have made their decision.
Hal and Tom, welcome. Now, how are you feeling today?
Relieved?
Relieved,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's been a long week.
So, who cooked the giant stew?
That was me.
I thought that was really delicious. All the local ingredients, a sense of Welshness to it. It was a fantastic start.
Thank you.
But who actually cooked the golden egg?
That would be me as
Oh,
well.
well, I do thank you for that. It was exactly the right thing to end today's celebration
Yeah.
on. It had popping candy, which, frankly, brings out
Yeah.
the child in me.
Who cooked the truffle Welsh rarebit?
That was me.
Wow. Little short explosion in the mouth. Absolutely delicious.
Thank you very much.
As you know, we taste all the dishes blind. Someone else has added up the scores for us. I'm sure you wish to know who is going to be going through. The chef representing Wales in the national finals, the Great British Menu, is... Howell.
Well done, brother.
You're clearly surprised by it.
Yeah, we've had a battle this week.
Yeah, we
so
have,
it's-
haven't we? Yeah.
David, what an absolute joy. I must say, some very, very distinguished judgment on the food. It's been a great pleasure to have had you with us.
Thank you.
You've had a grueling week. Go and pour yourself a very, very well-deserved drink. Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Well
you,
done.
guys.
Well done, both of you.
It's the wink.
How you doing, Howell?
Yeah, good. I'm glad I changed the pie now. It's a risk worth taking. Fantastic.
It was tight, so any little slip-ups, it was going to be... That's what, you know, made the decision. So, and obviously, I fell short today.
Tom.
That's for you, my friend. It's really great to see such a proud Welshman going through to represent Wales, so
Thank you.
cheers.
Cheers.